Welcome back, guys, to where I preview every single team for the NFL for the 2022 season, and we're back in the AFC South with the Houston Texans, and we look at the absolute dumpster fire they were last year. Deshaun Watson wasn't there last year because of this whole allegations, what's going on. They bring in Davis Mills, who, again, he had 2,664 passing yards, 263 completions. He's a new quarterback, so again, this is in his second year. You need weapons around him. So they went into the draft this year and they got Derek Singly Jr., cornerback from UCU. Kenyon Green, Texas Texas A&M, offensive guard, and then they got John Matt, a wide receiver from Alabama. Then they got Christian Harris, a linebacker from Alabama, and then Thomas Booker, defensive tackle from Stanford. And they fired David Coley's ass, bringing Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith, I know he's a defensive coach, but he took the Bears to a Super Bowl a couple years, about 2006. I know, many years ago, but they haven't been to a Super Bowl since Bears football. He took the Bears to a Super Bowl, and he's been in some other coaching jobs in the NFL as well. But he was on the defensive side, defensive coordinator last season. They gave him the head coaching job, and I think this is a good. I mean, Lovie Smith's 63, 64. He isn't going to be the long-term game, but I look at this as him as a head coach. I'm like, this is a good stopgap for the next year, maybe 2 years. Then you bring in somebody else, maybe like Byron Leftwich or somebody like that, and you see what you have. But bringing in Lovie Smith is great because he's, again, got the best out of some teams that are not that good, like the Bears, and he got into a Super Bowl. But I'm not saying that this team is nowhere near like the Bears were when he was coaching them, but at least he can get them at least maybe second, or try to build something and then give it to somebody else after. Then we have then in the draft to get and then Kenyon Green must solidify putting the interior offensive line and paving the lanes for the wide receivers and the tight ends. One thing that Houston didn't have last year is they need to improve that passing. They need to improve the running game. It was one of the worst last year, so they need to work on that. They need to work about how to get better to protect Davis Mills, and I like that they had Kenyon Green and Derek Single Jr. I like that acquisition. They lost, and then in Lovie Smith's system, he works like 4-3 system, and then in the offseason they lost Justin Reed to the Chiefs, so it was a big loss for them. But they got a wide receiver in John Mechie, like I said before. I'm gonna see. I don't know how he's gonna be, but you have Hamilton, who's a good power running block. He plays power running block in his offensive system, and then that's going to also exploit the defensive weaknesses of the other offense. Green's got a great physical presence about him, and where do I think they will finish in the division? I mean, I'm going to say third. I'm going to give them third. So, what do you guys think of the Houston Texans 2022 season? Leave your thoughts in the comments.